3 weeks in a relationship with Tara didn't go especially well. As a result, I woke up totally disheveled in a side alley one night and came to discover that the Ankh was gone. Oh, I feel like someone's just whacked me over the head with a club. Hey, what happened to the Ankh? Did I sell it? That can't be. Otherwise, I'd have some money. Did I trade it in for beer? At the moment, that's definitely what I would do. Did someone steal it from me? That would be typical in Cairo. Oh well, it hasn't brought me much luck anyway. It says,
"My darling Asil, why in the world have you spurned me? My bed is warm, the sheets are silk, and I lie here longing to be taken in your manly arms. Why are you hanging out with those losers when you could have the most beautiful and desired woman in Egypt? Your future wife in any case, the daughter of the pharaoh."
Ah, nice letter. It's too bad though that Tara found it and interpreted it in totally the wrong way. It says, "Help! Favorite sock missing!"
Ah, Asil! Nice to see you! How nice to see the guardian of the Ankh again! Even if you do look rather disheveled, dirty, and quite bearded. But where exactly is the Ankh?
Yeah, that's slightly embarrassing. I was robbed.
Robbed?
Yeah, and I don't know who it was.
By the gods! Asil, listen up! You are the guardian of the Ankh! Your fate is interwoven with that of the Ankh! Your soul sits on those scales from Osiris. Without the Ankh, not only your life, but those of all Egyptians are at stake!
Uh-huh. That's supposed to impress me?
Let me rephrase that in your modest words. Imagine you had to marry the burger flipper Olga, and you'd be together for the rest of eternity.
Oh my gods! What do I have to do to prevent that?
No matter how, get back the Ankh. That's the only way to ensure that the gates to the underworld will remain sealed.
You could have let me know sooner that I'm the guardian of the Ankh.
I thought you knew that.
The first part was so confusing, how could I possibly understand that I was the guardian of the Ankh?
Well, that's 1 point to you.
But you're clairvoyant. Can't you see who stole the Ankh from me?
Must you always tease me about my ailment? I just don't see so good anymore.
Concentrate!
Okay, I see. Ooh, ugly mugs.
Are those the thieves of the Ankh?
I haven't the foggiest idea. They could also have been hopefuls for Egyptian idol.
All right, I'll go look for the Ankh.
Someone must have seen something. You must hunt down those thieves of the Ankh.
He helped me fight against Osiris.
You still haven't got the Ankh back in your possession? Time flies like an arrow.
What are you flogging off in your new store?
It's quite simple. I look into the future, and then I sell you the results of whatever sporting event takes your fancy.
Sounds interesting. So what can I bet on?
The big game is coming. It'll be an unforgettable clash of the Titans between all of the best teams in all of Egypt.
Do you have any hot betting tips for me?
Of course, a surefire tip for just 30 pieces of silver.
Don't you want to make an exception for the guardian of the Ankh?
All right, I'll make an exception, but this time only. Here is my prediction. Perhaps it will even assist you in your search.
One of the good souls of Cairo.
It's nice to see you again, my friend.
Do you know who robbed me? Or where my Ankh is?
I've seen a lot of characters stroll by here today who looked like they were capable of the odd criminal caper or two. Most of them went down the stone steps.
So that's why people call you Volcano. You're a fire eater.
I would prefer to call myself an entertainer, but there's not much of a crowd here today. There are normally at least a few adorable little street urchins who hang around and annoy me with a blowtube.
See you later.
You bet we will. Say, old fella, would you kindly get out of the way of my midnight sun? You're encumbering the Arabian ambassador. I carry out demanding and critical tasks here.
Since when is toking on a hookah a demanding task?
As an ambassador, you have to be able to wrap your head around a lot of important issues concerning diplomacy, customs and conventions, espionage, bugging devices, the latest turban fashion, and, of course, about hookahs.
I'd like to know exactly what you are smoking there.
I have diplomatic immunity. I don't have to tell you anything.
The Arabian ambassador? Tara's father?
You know my daughter. I haven't seen Tara in weeks.
Tara and I want to get married. Can I call you Dad?
Get married? Her? To you? What hogwash!
Are you trying to tell me that I'm not her type?
Ah, yes. The man of Tara's dreams would be more muscular, less impudent, and blonde.
I am muscular. I just don't show it off.
In any case, you're clearly not Tara's type, my boy. Say, old fella, would you kindly get out of the way of my midnight sun? You're encumbering the Arabian ambassador. I carry out demanding and critical tasks here.
Asil, Immigration Department. May I see your visa?
Visa? I've had bestowed upon me the blessing of the Pharaoh.
Anyone could come along and say that.
Hey, I've already been in Egypt for 10 years.
But that certainly isn't a reason to mar our beautiful country with these pillows.
But these are made in Egypt.
Then you just got lucky.
I hope so, too. A marvelous hookah, don't you think?
Can I borrow it just for a minute?
Not even if you were prepared to leave your head here as security.
Have you seen any shady characters with golden shiny loot lately?
Indeed.
Really? Where did they go?
They asked me if I knew of a place where they could get really wasted. So I pointed them in the direction of that new bar down the road.
Are you selling cocktails again?
Oh, sure. Are you gonna buy one?
Sure.
All right, then be off with you.
Oh, hello, lovely girl. High time to get that humdrum fuzz restyled into the latest hair, like from the harems of Luxor, don't you think?
Have you, through some bizarre circumstances, seen anyone wearing an Ankh?
But of course!
Really? Who?
I saw everything with my own 2 eyes. They were 2 ugly women.
Really?
One of them was way over 6 feet tall, and the other was just knee-high.
Mm-hmm.
They said that they wanted to go to a watering pit, where they could guzzle enough to knock out a hippo for a week.
You have really been a great help.
I think that the lady with the raspy voice who sells the wine might have gotten a better look at them.
Looks like you haven't upgraded anything on your glasses.
Why would I want to do that?
Say, is your hearing just as good? Do I also sound like a chick?
Well, you do sound a tad masculine for a girl, but I find that somewhat arousing.
Haircut? What happened to the tailoring?
Well, I don't really know. The takings just kept on diminishing. Even though I tailored so many beautiful things, they were all the rage.
I can easily imagine that your customers were all in rage.
I decided to draw on my many talents and diversify into a new field.
See you later. This clothing is all messed up. This clothing is all messed up. Got it.
You're ugly! Ah! Rat boy! Go away!
Hey, Asil, what happened to all your cool tattoos?
Are you referring to the death curse that almost cast my soul into the fathomless abyss of the underworld for the rest of eternity?
That's what I like about you, your dramatic flair.
I defeated the mighty Osiris and revoked my curse.
And you made such a song and dance about it, and it almost frightened us out of our wits.
I descended to the underworld. I died, and now I have risen again.
You could write a book about that, and if it's any good, I could publish it for you.
And now I'm gonna go look for the guys who stole my Ankh.
I see. Unfortunately, I've still got a lot to do tonight, but maybe we can talk about it some other time.
A fat lot of help you are.
Listen, I've got to keep my poor sick uncle's business above water. Let's talk when you actually want to buy something.
A delightful little counterbell and a prime example of the artistry of early Luxorian coppersmiths.
Oh, unfortunately, that's not for sale.
Asil, Animal Protection Agency of the Nile West Bank. Are you abusing this animal?
No, just cheeky guys.
Can I at least just borrow it?
Borrow? What do you intend to do with him?
I want to teach it how to say a few words.
Poor Asil. You're probably quite lonely these days, ever since Tara left you. You can borrow it, but bring it back in one piece.
Of course. There are some people behind it. After it's sun-dried, it's an important resource for maintaining life in the desert.
You stay right here, buddy. Hey, beat it. You look a mess. This here is the VIP entrance to the Wild Mummy, the trendiest in-crowd bar in the whole of Cairo.
You look kind of familiar. What did you do before?
I once guarded the back entrance to the Pharaoh's palace. That is, until I became the unfortunate victim of a little mishap. But that's a long, sad story.
I got time to spare, and I'll spread you some cheer, so just go ahead and tell me.
Once upon a time, when I was still bouncer to the Pharaoh, I got a little bit too cocky and fell disgracefully into a trash pit.
Oh no! In a trash pit?
Right after that, the Pharaoh showed me the door. Not to guard it, but so that I would know never to enter it again.
That was understandable and decisive of him.
Luckily, the wild mummy has opened its doors again. Now I'm finally a bouncer again.
Good for you.
But with my qualifications and experience, I aim to be guarding important doors in the future again.
Come on, what do I have to do to get in here?
Sorry, but while you still have that shaggy beard of yours, you're staying outside with it.
Shaggy beard? What kind of absurd house rule is that?
I didn't make the rules, little buddy, but I do make sure that they're being followed.
Come on, between friends.
The friendship stops at the shaggy beard.
Do you still know how to do the Camella Loca?
Of course, the summer dance that the Pharaoh made up. 1 step to the left, 2 steps to the... just a minute. This is not going to happen to me again. Again.
I wouldn't have thought that we'd be having words again so quickly.
And the programmers didn't either. And now they'll just have to act as if all of this was planned from the very beginning.
I'll try to sneak past you later.
I have ears like a lynx.
What? As soon as I'm not home for a few days, my dad chucks out all my childhood memories. Whoops! What? Dad chucked out my old Russian Nefertiti figurine? Maybe this'll help me.
Oh, hello, lovely girl. High time to get that humdrum fuzz restyled into the latest hair, like from the harems of Luxor, don't you think?
Well, I guess a shave wouldn't do me any harm.
A shave? How peachy! The bearded lady look is really so last season now. Let's get started right away.
Just wait a minute.
Yes?
How many people have you actually shaved?
Well, to be honest, it's strange, but no one's ever wanted a shave till now. So you're my first customer.
So where did you do your training?
Training? I'm I'm self-taught.
Did I say shave? I meant to say stave. Are you selling wind by any chance?
No, I'm sorry. You only get shaves here. Oh, hello, lovely girl. High time to get that humdrum fuzz restyled into the latest hair, like from the harems of Luxor, don't you think?
Well, I guess a shave wouldn't do me any harm.
A shave? How?
Just wait a minute.
Yes?
So where did you do your training?
Training?
How many people have you actually shaved?
Well, to be honest, it's strange, but no one's ever wanted a shave till now. So you're my first customer.
Did I say shave? I meant to say stave. Are you selling one by any chance?
No, I'm sorry. You only get shaves here.
An elaborate birdcage containing an elaborate parrot. A little box. A seal and a piece of wax.